So, on this channel, Neo, they uploaded how Minecraft was made, and a lot of people were telling me to watch this video. So, let's watch how Minecraft was made. Oh my gosh, 1 second in its peak. Do y'all see that? White room. Best video I've ever seen in my life. Have I ever seen a white room? No. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break. No, I'm not the worst streamer. I pissed in 30 seconds and you should be proud of me. All right, chat. How Minecraft was made.
On a normal evening.
Dude, that song.
On a normal evening in 2009, a man gets home from work.
Wait, they got Notch to be in the video?
Boots up his computer. His name is Marcus Persson, but he often goes by his screen name, Notch. Based in Stockholm, Sweden, Persson spends his evenings developing passion projects, fun coding exercises that sometimes end up as completed video games, but more typically become abandoned after a short time. But what he doesn't know is that the file he starts today will change the gaming industry forever, and will make him one of the
Chat, this is why Minecraft was made.
The wealthiest suites in the world. This is the making of Minecraft.
Oh my god.
In the very beginning, the game that Persson was creating wasn't called Minecraft. It was called Ruby Dung, based.
What? Ruby Dung? What?
On the two main elements of the game, the Ruby lands and the dungeons.
It's going to be a fantasy group manager. You don't actually do any quests yourself, but rather assemble, equip and level up heroes, and send them quests you gotten from the local town.
Persson created a texture atlas, which is essentially one large image file that contains lots of smaller textures. Initially, this atlas only contained 2 textures, grass and cobblestone. Using these elements, he created a digital landscape filled with trees. Next up, Persson wanted to implement a first-person...
It looks like RuneScape. Chat, y'all know RuneScape?
...view of the heroes going on their quests. But quickly he realized that it was becoming too pixelated and
no time
blurry.
to watch, I gotta get on Ruby Dung.
Frustrated that he couldn't get all of the features just quite right, Persson scrapped the idea.
No!
Not realizing that he had just created the first prototype for what would later become Minecraft. One major limitation was that he could only work on his games during the limited free time after his day job. He worked as a programmer at Midas Player, the Swedish game developers that would later go on to create Candy Crush. However, his bosses at Midas Player were unsupportive of Persson's hobby. And once they discovered that he was making his own games in his free time, they felt that there was a competing interest, and they barred him from continuing making his own games.
Oh, dude. See, chat, this is why people get stuck in the world of, like, you know, like certain things, like, you know, when you go to a job and stuff, because if you try and do something on your own, that's not helping them, you know? That's why people can't escape certain jobs and stuff, because when you try and escape, they're like, come back, we'll give you a promotion, we'll give you this and that to not leave. And then you end up not leaving and not pursuing what could have been Minecraft. And now there's dots in the chat. Okay.
But Persson couldn't be stopped. Rather than comply, he decided to quit his job in order to continue working on his own passion projects. And he found a new job with the software company J-Album, where he befriended the CEO, Carl Manne. J-Album was not a game studio.
Hey, can we get a shout out to greenseaturtle.jpg? I just thought it was cool.
But a company that made digital photo album software. And Carl Manne not only didn't mind what Persson did in his free time, but instead, he actively encouraged him to continue designing games.
Yes! Let's go, Carl! See, that's what you need. You all need someone like Carl in your life, bro. Someone that will encourage you when everyone else is letting you down. You need someone like Carl, bro.
Continue designing games.
Even if he stares at you in a creepy way, that means you kind of want to go away. I don't care. I still love Carl.
At this point, Ruby Dung still sat on the shelf. A scrap project with little more development. That is until April 2009, when Persson came across a new game that would change everything for him.
Wait, what? This is literally Minecraft. Wait, someone made Minecraft? Before Minecraft? It even says minor. It even has a minor in it. What?
The game was called Infiniminer. Infiniminer is a multiplayer game where players team up against other players to dig blocks in search of minerals. As blocks are dug up, they can then be used to create structures to impede.
That was lava!
As blocks are dug up, they can then be used to create structures.
It was lava! That's lava! Wait. This could have been Minecraft. Oh my gosh, what? Of course we have yikes. Infinite miners.
To impede other teams. Though the objective of the game was to mine up more minerals than your opponents, players quickly abandoned that goal and instead realized it was much more fun to just build things. But despite the game's enormous potential, its development was plagued with difficulties. Zachary Barth, the original creator of Infiniminer.
Did he say Zachary Barth?
Difficulties. Zachary Barth, the original creator of Infiniminer, had intended to create a large network of players, but with the game's code constantly being modified and rewritten, the game soon fragmented its user base as the different
Unpin, Did they pin your message? Yeah, you're cooked, bro. GG. Your account's getting banned. GG, chat.
Versions of the game weren't compatible with each other. Frustrated, Barth decided to abandon the project as a whole, and the game's code became open source.
No way! Dude! Zach! Oh my gosh! Dude, he must be crying every day. He abandoned chat. Zach must be crying every day. Zach? Oh, bro. Dude, Zach must be crying, dude. Imagine seeing Minecraft now after you had the version of Minecraft before Minecraft. Oh my god.
As a whole, and the game's code became open source.
Oh my gosh.
The first time person tried Infiniminer, he immediately had an epiphany that this was the game he wanted to do.
This has well shaven. He has some good nails.
Tried Infiniminer, he immediately had an
some nicely clipped nails. Hey, he's a better man than me.
Epiphany that this was the game he wanted to do, and he had lots of ideas of how he could make it better. He sat back down with the previously abandoned Rubydung and got to work tweaking it into the new vision he had in his head. Reusing his existing textures, Person took a full weekend to rework some of the coding and art style. He called his creation Cave Game, and with just a little more work, it moved from just a test to a working prototype. Now, all he needed were players, and he had a plan.
Oh my god! That's the grass! He made the grass just like that!
Working prototype. Now, all he needed were players, and he had a plan for where he could get some early testers.
Me.
Just a few weeks prior, Person joined an online indie game forum called TIG Source. Here, developers can receive feedback from other developers on games they are creating. Person began discussing with others in the community, who quickly suggested a new name for the project. Minecraft, Order of the Stone.
That's so tough. That's so tough. 2009. I was 3 years old, chewing on the couch while Minecraft was being created.
Named for
May 14th? It's May 17th right now. Whoa!
Two actions you could do in the game, mining and crafting. Though Person would later drop.
Wait, Order of the Stone is the group in story mode. Oh!
The subtitle from the name. He then decided that this forum would be the best place to start getting early players and have some immediate feedback for how he could continue developing the game. And so, on May 17, 2009, he shared the first link that would allow others in the forum to begin playtesting the game.
Minecraft. It's an alpha version, so there might be some crashes.
Just 12 minutes after he posted the link, the first person provides feedback.
Oh hell, that's pretty cool. I just dig around in the ground a bit, and suddenly I'm in this underground cave.
Dude, that's how it works. Chat, see, they didn't understand the synergy and the synapses within their brain, which made them realize that when you dig in a ground, in a hole, into a cave, you're like, oh, game of the year.
Great sense of exploration already.
Just 3 minutes later, the next reply.
The animations are fantastic. It's generally really derivative at the moment of Infiniminer.
I like this guy's voice.
Quickly, more and more people are downloading, providing feedback, and above all, praise. And though
This is the best game, bro, chat. Imagine in 2009, your best game that you've ever played is mining 2 blocks into a cave. Wow, Minecraft really came into an area where there was no games.
forum was made for feedback.
That actually might be glazed because, like, what? There was nothing there.
Players couldn't resist posting the things they have made. And since people were showing off screenshots of their creations, more and more people were encouraged to jump in and give it
they could build! Okay, no, game of the year, yeah.
a try themselves.
They chose
The community
bacon.
also had plenty of feedback for features that could make Minecraft even better. And Person was on it,
but nothing free and
updating
creative.
his blog nearly every day
True.
with the progress he was making on adding many of the ideas presented.
Dude, how'd they get a guy that looks just like... Actually,
I plan on having several game modes. Creative, survival, team survival, a fortress.
Fortress.
Though players were consistently finding the gameplay addicting, in this early stage there was no way to save what they had built. There was also no way to play with friends or to play on maps that others had created. Person would often sit down with the intention to add these commonly requested
TF2?
elements to Minecraft, but he would repeatedly get distracted due to the challenges of implementing multiplayer and instead would focus on more fun features.
Okay, multiplayer was boring, but here's water. Should Minecraft have blood? No.
Oh my gosh. That question changed the entirety of this game. Imagine you kill a pig, splurts blood everywhere. It could have been. Minecraft could have been an 18+ game.
Should Minecraft have blood? No, blood is overused.
Smart.
Next up was adding multiplayer, which would take quite some time, but Person was determined to get it up and running, though not without some more side projects along the way and more challenges to overcome.
So I didn't do multiplayer code, but I had fun.
Fiji water.
Multiplayer will be in the form of a downloadable server, which will broadcast its IP to the main server when it starts up.
Server. How many gigabytes of RAM?
I feel stupid. Server admins could host any data they want on their servers. This means anything, including bad things.
Oh, this is when people start writing the hard R in the server. This reminds me of that Fortnite clip where people were playing Fortnite on stream, and then they started spelling out the hard R in Fortnite blocks. I bet that was happening in Minecraft. 2009, do y'all think we're putting the hard R in Minecraft? I think 100%.
Multiplayer's starting to go good. I've got player
Literally
connect,
100%.
disconnect going, and map streaming on login.
With the release of multiplayer, nearly a month had passed of constant updates, fine-tuning, and debugging since Minecraft was first introduced to the TAG community.
Hello, the Prime! Hello, 53219. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for that Prime. And, bro, you have a blessed day.
And Person realized that his
He drank Red Bull. Oh, my God. Is that the sponsor? Chat, watch. In 10 minutes, they're going to say this video is sponsored by Red Bull.
his passion project could be much more than just a game he was making as
It's
a
definitely sponsored. It's got to be sponsored.
hobby. If it was going to continue to grow like this, it was time to put a price tag on it and go commercial. Though today, it may seem completely normal that an indie developer sells their game rather than releasing it for free, this wasn't actually the case in the late 2000s. The expected practice
Oh my gosh, wait.
actually the case in the late 2000s.
Wait, am I tripping or do I know? Did I play this? Wait, mini clip. Wait, wait.
The expected practice, rather, was to release.
Oh, do I recognize any of these games? Maybe I don't.
release a game as freeware and to citizens. The expected practice, rather, was to release a game as freeware and to make money through the use of ads. Person, however, came up with a different plan. Having seen how valuable the direct feedback from the forum has been, he designed his pricing to reward early adopters. And despite the warning that people wouldn't pay for such a game, sales started coming in almost immediately.
Chad, that's the thing. He chose to not just do free game, ads on game. He did buy the game, no ads. Genius! Genius!
Person even started seeing such a high influx in his income that his PayPal account was frozen due to suspected fraud.
What?
It was also enough that he was able to change his status from full-time to part-time at JAlbum, allowing him to spend even more time on developing Minecraft. Month after month, Person followed the same process, listening to feedback from those who were playing, implementing more features that were commonly requested, and fixing any bugs that were reported. He also, during this time, met another person on the TAG source forum that could help him with the game's sound design.
Whoa.
Dan
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was the cleanest thing ever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
could help him with the game's sound design.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! When that hit, bro. Oh my god. Better than Cardi? No crap, bro! Don't you dare say better than Cardi. Yeah, but you say, of course it's better than Cardi. As don't you even say better. Say, actually, there's no even chance in the world for Cardi.
Daniel Rosenfeld.
Shout out Daniel. I didn't even know his name was Daniel. I just thought his name was C418.
Is a musician and sound engineer.
Actually, I won't lie. I've really been on Playboy Cardi stuff in chat. You know what? I won't lie. I would rather listen to this than C418 chat, if I'm being fully honest. I would rather listen to this. No, I wouldn't. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the KingSammeLIve uploads and you want to watch KingSammelot live, make sure to go to twitch.tv/KingSammelot. He streams usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or whenever, but if you want to make sure you know when he's there, go to discord.gg/KingSammelot as well. All the links are in the description. That's how you'll know. And if you come from here, make sure to type in his live chat or offline chat, KingSammeLIve sent.
Listen to the voices. Listen to the voices in your head. Listen to the voices. Listen to them right now. Listen.
And yeah, let's get back to the KingSammeLIve upload. Keep supporting my boy KingSammelot. Wow!
He began to collaborate with Person to provide sound effects for Minecraft, as well as produce the iconic soundtrack that is still used to this day.
Oh my gosh.
By
13,000.
2010,
So what was that? 20 times 13,000.
sales of Minecraft had grown to the point where Person was able to quit his part-time job with JAlbum altogether.
Let's go,
And it was
Marcus.
clear that as Minecraft continued to expand, Person would need an actual business structure to handle the
$230,000.
explosive growth. But since he was uninterested in actually running a business, he decided to call in some help.
What are you watching? We're watching how Minecraft was made. Absolute legendary video. I think this is a subscribe.
First was a friend and colleague from Person's old days at Midas Player, Jacob Porser.
Jacob.
Second was yet another colleague, but this time from JAlbum, the former CEO, Carl Mane.
Hey,
Together,
Carl
the three
Mayonnaise.
would establish the company that would officially back Minecraft, Mojang.
Let's freaking go. The dream team. Oh my gosh, bro. And chat, remember, this wouldn't have happened without Carl Mayonnaise. When he was trying to work on the game and everything, Carl Mayonnaise was like, yo, keep working on the game. He's the one who encouraged him. He's the one who encouraged
Person
him.
was no longer working from home, but had built a small team.
Let's go.
The game was still not officially finished, but it already became immensely popular amongst players.
Oh my god,
And
how
by
much money is that?
August
Chat,
of
20 times 84,000.
2010, Minecraft had grown enough to catch the attention of other, much larger game developing companies, such as Valve.
Oh, they beat
Person
Valve?
was invited for a meeting to the headquarters of the gaming giant in Bellevue, Washington, and he
1.6
accepted
mil.
the meeting halfway across the world. And while there, Person thought he
Wait,
could
this is reminding me of me getting accepted to Streamer University. I did something, and then they reached out, and I'm getting flown out. I'm basically Notch. This is crazy.
also meet some Minecraft fans.
Let's go. History repeats.
I have all day on August 31st free in Bellevue. You guys could organize something on the forums. And I figured we could call it Minecraft Con 2010, even if it's just 3 people sitting around in uncomfortable silence for 20 minutes.
During the meeting with Valve, the company offered Person a position. However, he decided to turn the offer down, as his focus was solely on Minecraft.
Oh.
After these negotiations, however, Person joined a small gathering of people that had come around because of his blog post.
Hey!
A little more than 50 people turned up to
Wait, Notch discusses him, SMP? They knew what SMP was gonna be?
hang out in a park. A meetup that would go down as the very first Minecraft Con.
Chat, who was there?
And this
Who was there, chat?
spontaneous event would give the Mojang team an idea. By the end of 2010,
Oh my God.
Minecraft had
How much
reached
money is
over
that?
700,000 sales. And yet, by this point, Minecraft was
Y'all were
still
there?
technically not a finished game. It was still in its beta phase. But
700,000 sales? When all you could do was make a... There wasn't even an Ender Dragon. Oh my God.
Mojang's development team was close to finishing the actual release.
14
With
million?
so much hype already built around the game, Mojang knew they needed some fanfare to go along with the game's launch. And in November 2011, they decided to host an official Minecon. This time, instead of an impromptu gathering of 50 people, it would be a sold-out organized event with 4,500
Wow.
attendees. And in quintessential early 2010s fashion, this
Enderman!
Minecraft convention... And in quintessential early 2010s
No way they had Enderman, bro. They had Enderman, chat. Oh my God.
fashion, this Minecraft convention had a party DJ'd by deadmau5.
Hey!
All of this would be leading up to the grand finale of Minecon 2011, the
When he flips the
official
switch?
release of the game.
Wait,
As the
this is when
Mojang
he flips
team
it?
gathered on stage, Person
Hold!
would stand by a large blocky lever, and with one pull, Minecraft was officially launched as a finished project.
Dude, he doesn't understand the aura of that moment. Oh my gosh, dude, chat. Oh, the lever, bruh. See, chat, this is what, like, oh, chat, this is like what when we chat, like, when I'm talking about, like, chat, oh my gosh, like, I don't even know what chat, like, come on.
With one
That's
pull,
crazy.
Minecraft was officially
pull.
launched as a finished project.
Bro.
Even though the game was now finished, the team would continue working on it, releasing updates and adding new features, even until today. But for Person himself, it was the end of a chapter. After 2 years of continuous work on Minecraft, he was ready to move on to other projects in order to get back to what he loved doing most: coding.
Let's do it, bro.
And so, just 2 weeks after
I'm
Minecraft
sorry, how many of you guys can say, get back to what I love doing most, coding? Anybody, can any of y'all say that? It's like you opening the doors to Streamer University. Dude, history repeats itself, bro. History repeats itself.
to what he loved doing most: coding. And so,
can't say
just
that.
2 weeks after Minecraft's official release,
Oh,
Person
some of y'all
decided
can,
to step
okay.
down from his position as lead developer of Minecraft.
Wow, bro.
With Jens Bergensten now at its
Hey,
helm, Minecraft
Jim!
continued to flourish. But Person didn't get
Why'd
the
they put him in
rest
the
he
back
was
rooms?
hoping for. Still perceived as the maker of Minecraft, players continued to send any issues they encountered to him, and he was flooded by complaints.
Oh no.
As the popularity of Minecraft continued exploding, an inevitable feature from players began to emerge: pay to win. Mojang has always allowed public servers to be created so that players around the world can play the same map together. However, this opened the door for some to take advantage and create servers where players have to spend money to gain an advantage. These pay-to-win services violated the end-user license agreement
Yeah, I want to go to Streamer University.
of Minecraft. These pay-to-win services violated the end-user license agreement of Minecraft, which is why, in a controversial move, Mojang began to crack down on these servers and gave them a deadline to either adapt or to shut down. Following this statement by Mojang, there was immense negative feedback. And though Person was no longer working on Minecraft, he still received the bulk of
I'm so sorry, because of all the messages, I need to back up. I have no idea what they were talking about. Wait, hold on.
As the popularity of Minecraft continued exploding, an inevitable feature from players began to emerge: pay to win. Mojang has always allowed public servers to be created so that players around the world can play the same map together. However, this opened the door for some to take advantage and create servers where players have to spend money to gain an advantage.
Y'all have all watched ruining a pay-to-win Minecraft server videos, right? Those are like the most entertaining videos I've ever seen.
These
Such
pay-to-win services violated the end-user license agreement of Minecraft, which is why, in a controversial move, Mojang began to crack down on these servers and gave them a deadline to either adapt or to shut down.
Now, that's good on Mojang.
Following this statement by Mojang, there was immense negative feedback. And though Person was no longer working on Minecraft, he still received the bulk of the criticism. In frustration, he sent out a tweet on June 17, 2014 that would change the direction of Mojang forever.
Anyone want to buy my share of Mojang so I can move on with my life? Getting hate for trying to do the right thing is not my gig.
The very next day, Mane began fielding calls from companies that wanted to know if Person was serious, including studio giants EA, Activision,
Oh my gosh, imagine it was bought by EA. Or wait, was it? No, it wasn't, right?
and Microsoft.
It was Microsoft.
And after giving it a thought, Person realized he actually was serious about selling Mojang so that he could finally distance himself completely. And after several rounds of negotiations, a deal was struck.
Mojang has confirmed it's being sold to Microsoft for $2.5 billion.
Oh my gosh, that is $2.5 billion. Bro, that is $2,500 million. Y'all understand? We be trying to make $1 million in a lifetime. That's $2,500 million, bro. Oh my gosh. Chat, has Microsoft made their money back from purchasing?
Struck.
Mojang has confirmed it's being sold to Microsoft for $2.5 billion.
The deal with Microsoft meant that the Mojang founders, Person, Mane, and Porser, would step away completely, whereas all of their employees would be barred from layoffs. The Microsoft deal was worth a staggering $2.5 billion. And as the major shareholder of Mojang, Person had become a billionaire overnight.
Bro, what? Under 40? He has a $7 trillion net worth? Wait, how did he... Wait, what? How did he get so much more money? Oh, I definitely missed a part of the video. Oh, it might be Forbes. Oh, I muted the video!
Shareholder of Mojang, Person had become a billionaire overnight.
Microsoft generated $4 billion.
This is the part of the script that should have been the easiest to write. After all, it's a classic happy ending. Person had achieved the unthinkable. He turned his passion project started at home into an empire, becoming wealthier than he ever imagined. In the following years, Person would continue developing games. And he would do what billionaires do, moving to Los Angeles and buying the most expensive mansion ever built in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's like, I won't lie, this is what I have to say, chat. If you become a billionaire and the first thing you do is do this, I feel like in the end, you're gonna go crumbling down, bro. Like, I won't lie, I might be trying to sound humble right now, but I genuinely think that if I got $1 billion out of nowhere, bro, I just wouldn't buy anything crazy. I would buy a bigger house in our neighborhood, but like not a 50 mil out. I don't know, man, but dude, like chat, that's the thing. You just the what do you call it? The material things, like you just can't put your mind on it, bro. It just always fails. It's always you got it. Friends, family, God, all that, bro. Because once you realize you make friends with friends, you're like, you know, that's more important.
Hosting extravagant parties. Meanwhile, Minecraft
Notch
continues
parties?
to thrive.
Yo, chat, Notch party or Diddy party? Which one?
Extravagant
Yo, hold
parties.
up. Wait, hold
Meanwhile,
up. Notch
Minecraft
parties might have
continues
been
to thrive,
crazy.
with over 300
Wait a
million
second.
sales. It is to this day the most sold video game ever made.
Yo, Notch Party go crazy, chat.
But yet, this is the part of the script for this video that was by far the hardest to write.
Oh, shoot.
In 2017, a series of racist and homophobic tweets.
No! It's like this, like, bro. Once you become a billionaire, just get off Twitter, bro. Get off Twitter. You don't have to go on Twitter, bro. Like we're having dude, chat. Hey, but chat. Let's be real. Who said worse things? Notch or Kanye?
Led to Microsoft distancing.
It's not even like chat. We're in an age right now where like, dude, Notch, what he said, you could see that as normal compared to what Kanye is. Oh my gosh. It's like, bro, it's just like, man, just be your billionaire self, bro.
Self from person. They scrubbed his name from the game and did not invite him to the 10th anniversary celebration of Minecraft. Person's tweets were bad.
Wait, what does that say?
Of Minecraft.
Let's go.
Person's tweet.
Ara, you, ara, you, ara, you, ara, you.
That's incredible. What does it say? If we were allowed to discuss IQ differences between populations, there'd be fewer conspiracy theories. Wait, what does that mean? If we were to allow to discuss, between, okay, so like America, Europe, there'd be fewer conspiracy theories. Wait, is this controversial? I thought we all know that Americans are smarter than every single person.
Tweets were.
That's not what he's talking about. I'm trolling, by the way. I'm trolling. I don't know what he's talking about.
Bad.
Oh, wait, he's saying,
Really bad. And they have
Wait, IQ differences. Wait, how is this bad? I don't even know what this means. I actually don't know what this means. Is he talking about, he's talking about poor people have less IQ? What does this even mean?
significantly impacted his legacy in recent years.
Sunny V2 made it!
Impacted his legacy in.
He's saying if you come from a poor country, you're dumb. Oh. Hey, clearly didn't watch that, dude, there was a movie called Slumdog Millionaire where it was like, who wants to be a millionaire? But I think in, shoot, I can't tell you where it is. Maybe India or something, but like, it's so good. It's like a very poor kid and he wins. And it's like the coolest movie I've ever seen.
In recent years. For me, the hard part about writing this section is figuring out how to talk about someone's harmful comments without making things worse.
Dude, that's tough! Writing down what you're saying while you say it is tough, chat.
How to talk about someone's harmful comments without making things worse.
That's tough.
In situations like this, it often feels like there are two paths someone can take. The easy path is the one where—
Wait, this is like the screenshot that Dream posted where it was like Tommy Innit fans and like restarted people or something, but I forgot. It was something like that.
they double down on their harmful views, find a crowd that supports them. But then there's the hard path, acknowledging the mistakes, learning from them, and making an effort to change. And the easier we make it for people to take this second path, the more might take it. Marco's person story is undeniably inspiring. There are few stories that highlight as well as this how powerful a good idea is, and how much creativity can flourish within constraints as his. And more than anything, he has created a world that I've always experienced as incredibly—
Hey!
And more than anything, he has created a world that I've always—
Iskal, Ethos, Exuma, Impulse, Docs, and Mumbo Jumbo. And chat, you guys might know this, but I'm actually right here. I'm just not in the screenshot. That I was in the group, but like they didn't forget to get me on the side. So I'm like in the side, but I just didn't tell anyone. Like it was, you know, but
always experienced as incredibly inclusive. When is Minecraft the most fun? Is it when you open a new world, starting to build something new from scratch? Or is it when you've built an empire, and when you have an abundance of everything there is?
We getting deep. Dude, that's true, chat. Is it all about when you get all the diamonds, all that? Nah, it's when you get to join on hypixel.net, play some Bed Wars, or single player or multiplayer, hang out with some friends. That's where it comes in, bro.
Because Person is now in that second stage of life.
Chat, do you notice the symbolism? He didn't go for the save and quit. He went for the exit button. This is some great script writing. Do y'all understand the meaning? He didn't go for the save and quit to title. He went for the exit. Oh my God. That is tough, bro. Oh, that is tough.
When I first started this channel, I never could have imagined it would lead to making videos like this. I got to hire an actor, build out a set, and even rent a soundstage in order to make this story come to life. And over the course of the last years, I have produced my most ambitious productions yet. My video series called Underexposure. Each episode a unique, gripping story that I believe deserves to be highlighted.
Oh yeah.
The series name, Underexposure, is intentional. An underexposed image
So this is like the prototype of Minecraft.
is a photograph that captures too few details in the shadows. But in my series, we will bring these shadowy aspects to life. To find out what really happened on the top floor of the Bin Laden compound.
Whoa, what video am I watching? Wait, what am I watching now? Yo, chat. Wait, what am I watching? Yo, what did I just start watching, chat? What am I watching? What am I watching?
Why
How did we get here?
really happened
How did we
on
get
the
here?
top floor of the Bin Laden compound. Why Flight MH17 crashed over eastern Ukraine.
Yo!
Or look at the remarkable story of how two families escaped a dictatorship using only a self-made hot air balloon.
That's crazy that all happened in Minecraft, chat. That's crazy.
This entire series is available exclusively on Nebula, which is a creator-owned streaming service where the likes of Johnny Harris, Wendover Productions, or Real Life Lore post their videos early, ad-free, and create higher-budget originals, such as my original series. So go to nebula.tv/neo and make sure that you use exactly this link in order to get 40% off the annual plan. All my exclusive videos are up there, so thanks for the support, and thank you so much for watching this video.
Wow. Freaking banger. Freaking banger. Wow, bro. That was dope. Oh my gosh.